Shema real quick. All right, Shema, Yasser Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. All right. Hey, Shalom Akim. And we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kodash, double understood apostles of great millstone rule well. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. I was a hobbit to my right.
Actually, y'all.
All right, hey, hard times are coming. All right. So that's what this live stream is going to be going into. All right. And can you start off with Jeremiah 30:7?
All right, this Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great."
Yep, that day is great. Now keep in mind that we've had a lot of great moments in world history that will be classified as great. But for some reason, this time that's coming now is actually considered a great day, man. All right?
All right, so that none is like it.
So everything that has happened in the past is not compared to what's about to happen on American soil, man. And it's really hard to fathom.
You like, what's harder than what we done went through? You know what I mean? What's a worse a time than what we done seen already?
I mean, we've had slavery. It's worse than slavery.
Yeah, that's it.
It's worse than Jim Crow. We in Mississippi, they used to lynch Jake for no reason.
Yeah, they just say, let's go get us a nigga today.
Pick a nigga.
Picnic.
Picnic.
The real meaning of picnic, not going out there and sit on the damn thing with your significant other and eat sandwich and no shit like that. They were picking niggas down here in the South. They might was doing it up there, but you know every area got their different type of slang. So in the South, the picnic mean go pick a nigga. They like shit. You know what I mean?
Well, straight up. And that's where you'll see a postcard, and it'll be a Jake hanging from a tree, and hundreds of Edomites gathered around, including little kids, to see him a Jake that they picked to lynch.
And them same people grew up. You know what I'm saying? The people that was on them postcards, they grew up, they ended up might have been the damn police, or, you know what I'm saying, the senator, maybe your president, you know what I mean? That shit crazy, man. But they got an artifact though. They actually snapped this picture and sent that shit out, and it was real. It wasn't no movie shit.
And harder times are coming than that. That's why if you remember the first movie, The Purge.
Yeah.
The first one. Mm-hmm. The first one, it was the Edomites in the house, and it was a Jake knocking on their door.
Right.
So it was a Jake knocking on their door because it was some Edomites chasing him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, nigga. So as soon as the purge happened, the first thing they targeted was a nigga.
Right.
So that shows you after the first movie was like, man, it's gonna be about niggas.
Exactly.
This is gonna be about the 12 tribes.
The narrative per se.
That was the narrative, like, oh shit, the purge about the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
And as every movie unfolded, it became more and more evident who they were out to purge. All right, and it was the 12 tribes, man. Can you read that from the top of Bakasha again?
All right, this Jeremiah 30:7. It said, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it."
None is like it. So we're bringing out events that happen that will be classified as very great and dreadful days. Yet it said the times is coming, nothing is going to be compared to it. You know how many wars took place on this planet Earth, where it was 50,000 men on this side and 80,000 men on this side, and the end result was about 100,000 men laid dead the next day?
It's going to be greater than it.
It's going to be greater than that. It's going to be greater than these civil wars, like those battles they had in the Civil War. All right, it's going to be greater than them bombing and burning whole cities like Rosewood. The global slave trade where millions of Israelites died in the ocean. It's going to be worse than that.
Right.
Because you know what's going to make it worse? Technology. Esau's sword is enhanced. And it's going to be a famine. And people are going to be dying for resources. And they're going to be going crazy for resources. Esau's going to be buck wild, pulling the Israelites out of their homes and murdering them, man. All right?
That's crazy.
That's why we named the title, Hard Times Are Coming. You know? All right?
All right. And it says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. All right? Because we're coming into a time, all right? We're coming into a time where Jacob, meaning the progenitor of the 12 tribes, if you're so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, Latino, this is the time of your trouble. All right? I was talking to somebody about Gad, the state in Philadelphia, Mississippi. They're getting Gad with that COVID stuff, because Gad is concentrated on those reservations.
Right.
Anytime you have a demographic that's concentrated in a particular environment, you're vulnerable. So they might have one Gadite or 20 Gadites in one household in the state of Mississippi living in a household on a reservation. So one person catch it.
Right, that's the whole house.
That's the whole house.
Right.
So
can't go nowhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So and you probably don't have health care or insurance. So if
they do it's like mediocre, like baseline where you ain't gonna be able to get in there.
Right.
Another trick or some trickery. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we talk about Judah the Negro a lot, but we can't forget our Gadites, the Gadite brothers.
And this Mississippi, that's that whole word, you know what I'm saying? A Gadite type of word. So they down here too.
A lot of brothers in this truth, really for the tribe of Gad. We believe you for the tribe of Gad.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but
Yeah. But that's the proof. Yeah. Gad had a very heavy presence.
Yeah, they everywhere. If you know what I mean. Yep. If you look past these nigga neighborhoods, you know what I mean. If you go past where you know your little concentrated area that you at, they it's a lot of them down here, man.
Because most of the counties in Mississippi are named after the tribe of the tribe of Gad.
Yeah.
Like Biloxi, Mississippi, Pocahontas, Belzoni, Yazoo.
I don't know if Pelahatchie one, but it
sound like it.
Right.
It sound like it, because it's Gad enough. Yeah. But that is the point we're bringing out, man. They're going to get it too, man. All right, go ahead.
All right. It says, it is even the times of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
But he shall be saved out of it, and that he is the elect. The hopefully elect, and hopefully is us. Hopefully we the elect. But we about to see some shit. Like that Tupac song, Tupac and Scarface. Hey, we finna come into some time. It's gonna be hard for you to smile. Cause he was enlightened. He was in the know. All right. But that time is now. All right. Even if you're a man of the Lord, you got a hedge over you, man. The things you gonna see.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah. So gird your loins and take these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, to heart. To your man and try to, you know what I'm saying, navigate through this, because it's finna be, like you say, it's finna be hard, man.
Yep.
And these scriptures don't be the only thing to say, the stability of the times to come.
Baba Shah, can you get there right quick? Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31. You know? And hard times are coming, and see, some of our experience, you had like a little trial run during an initial shutdown, and people were kind of panicky. Even as a brother, you want to be around brothers more. You realize where your mindset was and where your strength was right then. Because tissue can only take you so far. Bottled water can only take you so far. Really what you want to know is what in the world is going on.
Right.
You know?
All right, this Isaiah 33, where you want to start at? I start at 5.
Yeah, you can start at 5, bro.
All right, it says, and the Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high.
Yep.
He have filled Zion with judgments and righteousness.
Yep. And those judgments are the laws. The Most High anointed us with laws, statutes, and commandments to follow. And see, starting with High Priest Abba Bivens, all right, he introduced himself back to the 12 tribes because we had just came out of slavery. You know, in 1969, 1970, High Priest Abba Bivens, our teacher Abba Bivens, came back to bring us back to the Most High. And they included the law, statutes, and commandments. But for the past 50 years, you have despised the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right, can you start from the top again, verse 5?
All right. Isaiah 33 and 5. It says, in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is exalted, for he dwelleth on high.
He dwelleth on high. All right.
He have filled Zion with judgment and righteousness.
Yep, those are the laws.
And it says, and the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. All right, so the times that we coming into, all right, the thing that's going to sustain you is not having that insight. The brother started out camp breaking down the concept of having vision. When the vision perished, the people languish. We have leverage, and that leverage is that we have insight as to what's happening, why it's happening, all right, and what's going to happen.
Right.
All right?
So we won't bug out.
We won't bug out.
You know what I mean? Like the rest of these people, because they don't know. They don't know, and they don't have, like, the faith, you know what I mean, that gift from the Most High.
See, if you have a couple extra dollars, of course you could get you some water, you know, get you some extra food.
That shit ain't gonna mean nothing though in that time, your money or nothing like that.
Yeah. But hey, the thing that's gonna be the most valuable, like you say, it's word, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let me finish it up. Right. It says, "And strength and salvation." Now let me start over. 6. It says that the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, and strength of salvation.
Yep.
And the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is his treasure.
Yep, the fear of the Lord, hey, that is beautiful, man. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Hey, even because it tells you, I'm just if I can find it right quick. I think it's Sirach, maybe the 3rd chapter. All right, because it tells you that you have men who are in high places and men who are honored, but nothing is greater than the man that fears the Lord, man. All right? Yep, I get it right quick. Sirach 3:19. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. All right? So, I can find the other one.
It says back in Psalm
right.
6, break their teeth, O power in their mouth, break out the great teeth.
Well, that's pretty much the point. There's another one going into basically, there's none greater than a man that fears the Lord, man. Because what can $1 million do in the times to come?
Right, like that movie Titanic, for instance, you know.
Great example.
They was sinking and whatnot,
Yeah.
and the rich folks trying to say, I got this money, well, you know, I can get it. It was like, you finna go down, man. Your money ain't gonna save you.
In America, Babylon is spiritually the Titanic. And
it's going down, man.
Hey, them boys are playing the violin while the silk was shaking, man.
Right.
Because it was nothing else you could do, man. Hey, the worst thing you could do is have your soul invested in Babylon, man. That's why it says in James, the 4th chapter, using this world and not abusing it. So get your money, get your bread, pay your bills.
And don't take it to heart. Don't, you know what I'm saying, put your whole shit out in it, because this shit going down, man. Yeah. How bad it seems, how bad it sound, man, this shit going down to the people that, like, all in the world, they don't want you talking like that around them. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, you fucking my day up, you know what I mean?
For real.
And we just telling the truth, so, you know.
Hey, am I therefore your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yep. Nah. Yep. Where we back at?
You know, can you get Proverbs 13:13?
Proverbs 13:13.
Hey, because like we said, hey, hard times are coming, man.
Good.
You ever heard of the Great Depression? And it's gonna be a picnic compared to the times to come, man.
Good.
All right.
All right. This Proverbs 13:13. It says, "Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed."
See, the Most High, and like last week was out there teaching, and that fuck nigga, that demon. He was out there taking those pictures.
Oh, yeah.
He was out there taking those pictures, playing the music as loud as hell.
Right.
But the Most High specifically set him out there to hear the word. The Most High specifically planted that dude. We talking about a scoffer, well, a reprobate.
Yeah.
The Most High specifically had him out there just to hear the word, and the Most High knew what he was going to do. That a nigga across the street playing the music as loud as hell last week while we were teaching.
He turned it up. That was a fucked up part.
Yep. Then he turned the music up like the brother said.
He gonna get it.
Gun shall be destroyed. That was an example of a man despising the word. He shall be destroyed. All right.
It says, but he that feared the commandment shall be rewarded.
Hey, because didn't I say in Revelations, is it 18? 11 and 18? Let me get it right quick. Because it tells you it's time to reward them, reward the service, man. Reward the service of the prophets.
Out of the forest shall slay them.
It's either 11 and 18.
Shall spoil them, and lepers shall watch over their cities.
Now we destroy them and destroy the earth. What's the out of time?
Yeah, that's 11 18. Okay. Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the times of the dead that they should be judged.
Yep.
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
To give reward to the servants, the prophets, man.
God.
All right. So we see the spirit we should be in. We really supposed to be happy. All right. We really supposed to be happy that hard times is coming. We really supposed to be happy that these prophecies are taking place, because we're gonna get a reward after this. Even for us brothers, man, we coming into a time of honor. We're gonna have our humiliation. We're gonna have our time of our time of being tested, but we coming into a time of being honored, man. We're not gonna be ignored no more. People gonna come at you and be like, that's him.
That's right.
That's him. Cause the Most High gonna have a signet. He gonna have a way of showing that I'm dealing with them. That's why I said a man should be precious than more fine gold, man. Why said 7 women should cleave to 1 man? What is it that they gonna see? They gonna make them cleave to you.
They gonna see the truth flowing out of you, man.
Hey, Con, what is it? They gonna make Eve be like, hey, we'll eat our own bread.
Right.
A so-called black woman now.
Right.
Hey, we'll cook, we'll clean, we got our clothes. Let us claim us.
Just put your name on it.
Exactly, stamp us.
Right.
We're gonna make proud bougie ass Eve say some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
You know? All right.
All right, and it says, it says, and the saints.
You know,
And hold on.
Now we in the 10 toes of it, man. You know,
Let me start off.
Come,
18.
bro.
It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
Servants, the prophets. The most powerful position on earth is being a prophet. All right, go ahead.
And to the saints,
Yep.
and to them that fear thy name,
Yep.
small and great,
Yep.
and thou shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
And the Most High should destroy them who destroy the earth. So, if you came to this kingdom as a slave, you came to America as a slave, you're not supposed to be rooting that his kingdom continues. That's why I was asking, Israel a servant is still a homeborn slave. You can't be ruled. I hope they got a good vaccine.
Right.
Hey man, I hope they got so we can go back and watch the finals or whatever. Go back to work. Why do you want to work? It's okay to say I don't want to work. No,
but they don't know they don't know nothing about the reward.
Because you know what? Without the vision, the people perish. See, it's a reward for doing the works, and there's a life after Babylon. That's what we've been telling. The Spirit has been telling His people. There's a world outside of living under Esau, man. All right. If you could get Proverbs 1 and 20. Hey, but you know we keep saying hard times are coming, but the Spirit is hopping on. You're not listening, man. All right.
Proverbs 1 and 20. It says, wisdom cries out. She uttered her voice in the street.
And what we're doing now, wisdom is uttering her voice in the streets through the servants of the prophets, man. You're not going to have a whole vision about how everything is going to play out in your mind. The Most High is going to show you through His prophets, man. You're not going to have an apparition, somebody break down the 12 tribes to you in your sleep, man. You got the prophets for that. All right? You got it, bro.
You want to keep going?
Come.
All right. It says, she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
Yep.
In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long will you simple ones will you love simplicity? Like we've been breaking down earlier, hey, the Most High was basically cursing the 12 tribes out. You the simplest nation on earth. Everybody else on earth, all the other nations, they are in tune to what's going on the planet Earth. Jake is the only nation, they really don't have a clue as to what's going on. They really don't give a shit.
They could care less.
Yep.
You know? And we the ones. That's the crazy part about it, man. The other nations wish they was us.
Yep.
And happy that like we in the position that we in, but they wish they was us, even at our lowest you know what I'm saying, state.
Because we honored in poverty.
You
know? And we got like down now we got a lot of Edomites with end of the world signs saying come back to Christ.
Right. I seen them the other day in an area where if it was us, they would have been in kind of the whole SWAT team, man. You know what I mean?
But the crazy thing about it, that should tell you something, Jake. If Esau, the devil, is condemning his own kingdom, what the hell are you doing hoping that it continues, man?
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. It says, the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge.
The fools hate knowledge. Look at this large crowd out here surrounding us. Exactly. It ain't no large crowd out here surrounding us. Nobody gives a fuck. All right? That's like because you hate knowledge. But if we was out here pop locking or rapping,
right. Had a somebody dancing out here, some shit. You know.
Yep. That's simplicity, man.
Yeah. All right, 23. It says, turn you at my reproof.
Yep.
Behold.
Turn you at my reproof. That means repent after you hear the reproof.
Exactly.
This is the reproof.
Turn around.
Yeah.
But shit, Buddy just kept walking. He stopped for a minute, but then he was like, shit, I'm gonna keep on doing my thing, man. It says, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
And how does he make his words known unto you? Real quick, Romans 10 and 14. Right? Because we got to introduce to you, all right, what it means for the Most High to make his words known unto you, man.
It's Romans 10 and 14. It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
Right.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Now we get into it. Go ahead.
It says, and how shall they hear without a preacher?
How shall they hear without a preacher? All right, that's how wisdom makes her words known unto you. That's how you're gonna know about turn at my reproof, man. He gonna set up his men to deliver those words, man, as ambassadors, as vessels of his words. All right, you can go back to Proverbs. We'll get one more scripture and close it out.
Proverbs 13.
Proverbs 1. I think it was at 23, something like that. All right. Turn ye, and even now, you still have a small opportunity to turn ye at Yahweh Shema Shai's reproof, man. All right.
All right. This Proverbs 1 and 23. It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you.
And now you see how he's done it through the mouth of the prophets. All right.
It says, because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Yep.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof.
What does it mean to set at naught all my counsel? You disregarded everything he said.
Right. You could care less.
Every year we do this. Every week we do the same thing for years.
Yeah.
We put on the garment and we teach. And who follows us? Who? Not directly.
Right.
You know, his word doesn't go out void.
No.
But the 2/3 you already set up to die, and it said you said it now his reproof.
Yeah, they pass back, blow their horn and shit like that.
Yeah, they might give us this.
Yeah.
Keep driving, you know. All right.
It says 26. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity.
Hey, the Most High gonna laugh at your calamity. Going back to Job, the 5th chapter, run 18th, well, the 20-something verse. All right. Hey, in death and destruction, we gonna laugh, man, because the Most High laughing is us laughing too. All right.
It says, I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yep. And your fear is gonna come. Here's the name of the lesson. Hard times are coming. When your normalcy leaves and your 40 hours a week leave, all right, when your refrigerator stop running, all right, when those trucks start delivering food to the stores so the food can get to your refrigerator, hey, that's when your fear gonna come. The reason why you don't have fear because you have something called normalcy. You know how much you're gonna get paid next week based on the hours you work this week. What happens when that leaves, man? All right?
All right. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation and destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Yep.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Yep.
It says, then shall they call upon me,
Yep.
but I will not answer.
Yep.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yep.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it, you know. Just going until, let's say, hard times are coming, but this is why hard times are coming. See, body's gonna be on the floor on this earth in heaps. All right, body's gonna be on the floor in heaps on this earth, man. But this is why, because the judgment came, all right, or the sentence went out, not a judgment. When you go to court, you get a sentence, a prison sentence, and then you get the judgment. You actually have to follow out on that. So the Most High, for the past 50 years, he gave out a sentence that America's gonna be destroyed, It's gonna be a mark of the beast. All right, there's gonna be martial law, time of Jacob's trouble. All right, all the you're the chosen people. All right, that's a sentence. But now the sentence has been verbalized. Now we're coming into the time of judgment. All right, you got any closing statements? Hey, with that, we hope your brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Hakodash. Double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessing to the house and everything elect. Till the next time, Shalom.
You know, you feel it. Now we don't.